Well, hello. I had a couple very fun games against Nick the Man recently, and sadly in all three the audio was corrupted for some reason, um, which is really sad because, hey, most of the times live recordings are better, I feel, but especially well, in actually all the videos where the live recordings went missing, which is these two, three, and some others. I'm probably not going to cast all these games against Nick the Man, but this is the first one. Um, He did not give me any hint that he's playing Airborne. I did somewhat ask him, but I was somewhat expecting it. I'm playing Blue Moto. Got Kratao. Yeah, let's pause it real quick. So I've got two extend the Kratao and the Vab over here. The aim extend I'm meant to go here, peak the Vab, the Recon to go here, and the Kratao to just, well, I don't know, what could the Kratao be doing? Then we've got a motor push over here, or at least that's a plan. With like 2 aim extend, I think? What? 3 aim extends. Oh, we're going fancy. And then yeah, that gives some government, some stormers, some, I don't know, what is in the, oh, FKP. SAS over here. And then basically also a moto thing here. So, wouldn't typically recommend opening like this, the moto on this map, although you can try. Why not? Because, well, you're kind of splitting yourself in half. So if you're taking this with a bunch of infantry, which is not like, it's not VDV either, right? Like there's some Nordlands, there's some Stormer, I think, and then some MX and the Kratao. If there's like a couple of tanks, you're just gonna get absolutely rolled, right? Or super heavy or something like that. Sometimes you can make it work because you can kind of hold them at distance and then buy an ATGM paint or something, or like just keep smoking or whatever. But yeah. So I was somewhat expecting him to be playing like this, aka an Airborne deck. And yeah, so what's he opening with? It's got an MI, I think Speziali in an MI25 over here. Stuff coming here, that's like double Factoria, and I don't know what that is. I think just something cheap, but maybe VDV in a BMB2. Two Sokals are hot in MI24K. HQ7 as only AA, I think, well, and the Squirts Nets. And some more Factoria, and some cheap Recon, and then, two of these over here. Yeah, two squads of Lecha over here. With which I think he intended to push, actually. So he gets, or stays just out of range of my Kratao. Also my did I not spot this? This would have been in range. Huh, seems like I didn't spot it or something. And beautiful gameplay. So I saw it coming, and I went into the forest, basically. Right, normally if I wouldn't have expected, or against any other opponent, basically, I would have just kept moving like onto here, try and get a shot on the helicopter turning around or something. But I kind of expected a plane to come, so I dodged into the forest straight away to lose line of sight. And oh, he tried going for it anyway, I missed. So we're going up here, and you're going to see it goes absolutely amazing. Because he's using some very high skill counters. I mean, I also missed micro because, well, stuff going on, right? I was like, microing my Kratao, trying to figure this out. Oh my god, SAS. Yeah! Oh no, actually the SAS don't die. I thought they die there. Well, they die soon enough, so. Plane takes no damage, I think. So that's amazing. My MX tends to drive into VDV, so that's like more amazing. Well, I do think I get away with one of them or something? I don't even know. I mean, I do get in here, but basically just by throwing bodies at it, right? Like 2/3 of my infantry is dead, and just trying to get these out at least so they don't die. Because I know whatever is staying here is also going to die, right? As soon as he gets visions, the MI-17s are just going to wreck it. Maybe I should have brought some more AA, but yeah, I don't know. I didn't expect more than one MI-17 up there, basically. Yeah, so my Kratao would be able to come in and so on. Kratao's kind of stuck here. I guess I could bring it over now, but well, now I can't because there's a VDV, so basically the opening went horrible, right? I know I'm gonna lose this because I saw he landed the Shvitsiani. I shouldn't even have tried to get into the building, I don't know. Should have just went here straight away or so long. There's no way SAS win against Shvitsiani. So that's really bad. I just left. There's basically no way of me retaking it ever. And that's really kind of important. I felt like I really wanted to have this with SAS in this game. To not have him, like, come around with a, well, helicopter the entire time and not... What's going on with my camera? Like, I swear I'm doing nothing and it's just jerking, right? I'm sorry for that, guys. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, right, like, I don't want him to have ATGMs there and so on. I'd so much rather have a Kratao here and, like, an SAS here. That would give me so much of a better hold on this, like... Already at this point in the game, I'm like, ugh, I don't like this. I don't see how I'm gonna hold this in the long term. Basically. Because it gets really hard to resupply your A and so on, and if he's, just spamming MI-17s, then So I got a Celtic to try and do some stuff here. It didn't shoot yet. I think he wanted to go for the crit tower, but didn't get it, and then I did kill it. And you can see pings my crit tower, and I do my best at least to keep moving my AA all game long. This crit tower's already out of ammo. This one's basically 2, so it's just kind of really bad. This is just like minimal defense here. I should have maybe ran the SAS across actually, like kept them alive, I guess. I was kind of hoping they just wouldn't get spotted, but honestly, that's kind of a stupid hope, right? Well, actually, no, that's not quite what I was hoping, I think. I was hoping that my MX10s, which were there at that point, would like be able to kill the Spaziani when he comes for them, or whatever he comes with. But then I moved them here to try and push here, which, like, nearly works out, but not quite. I get a block. So, yeah, that's kind of the issue. My deck's not good against airborne at all, because I only have 1 card of ASF, which is a block 52, which is decent, but it's not amazing against an airborne deck. Like, it's not the most cost-efficient ASF, it's very expensive, and, well, if you trade it for a bomber, it just kind of sucks, right? And so on. And, like, main issue, I just have 1 card, right? Like, block 52 is a good card of ASF, don't get me wrong, that's not what I'm saying. Just, like, my point being, just 1 card of ASF, plus no man pads in my deck, plus only crit towers and hawks as AA. Hawk pips 3s. Which, you know, you're making decks with solo doing, what are you gonna do when you get against red airborne? Yeah, I fucking know, I hate playing against red airborne, okay? Or airborne decks, and I just don't feel like building my decks, all my fucking decks, just so that whenever I play against some beautiful person playing airborne, I still have a decent chance, so, yeah, it's just not my focus with deck building. Because I know that even if I have enough AA, I'm not gonna have fun playing against airborne, so... Yeah, anyway, that out of the way, just so you're aware, basically, like, if you're like, oh, Genghis, why do you not buy any SPAGs, why not buy more ASFs, and so on, that's why, right? Didn't have any SPAGs, didn't have more ASFs, didn't have a Helo Diver. I actually had a Helo Diver, well, just before this game, I switched out my Puff for a Raven, which, I found great, because Raven was so useful this game, and the Puff could actually have been quite useful. So yeah, I'm trying to beef up the AA, right, like getting some SAS, I just want to hold this, but he kind of pushes me out. I think at this point I'm sure it's red airborne, but I'm maybe not even quite yet. Because I was kind of, well, I was confused why he's pushing here, basically, when like VDV and Lecha. And I didn't quite think if VDV and airborne, maybe? I guess in my 17th I should have thought so, but yeah. Oh yeah, I think no, they don't. They could have gotten the HQ7, which would have been pretty dope, but they don't. They don't. So yeah, I'm just buying some infantry to kind of get back in there, because I really don't want to lose this, because I already don't have much map control. If I lose this, then it's so easy for him to kill what I have in here, and I just already, like, I'm seeing some of the stuff coming in here and so on. I mean, look at this fucking hell, right? Like, I'm kind of roughly aware that this is going on, and so, I mean, do you think I'm going to hold this all game? You know, like, I kind of don't. So if I want to keep having a chance of winning, I really need to keep map control here. And basically, my game plan at this point is, yeah, he's not going to have cost-efficient infantry, so what I really want to do is just grind in here all game long. Basically, that's my game plan. Like, not try and keep him under so much infantry pressure that he's kind of forced to keep making somewhat inefficient infantry buys, right? Or just, yeah, to be forced to keep buying infantry and, you know, somewhat inefficient transports and so on, so that he doesn't have the money to completely paint spam me and so on. Like, I have some respite and so on. And that kind of the game is more on my terms, right? Than his. So I think both Delphins, like 2 Delphins there, but that's just 60 points of planes, and well, my block does get out, right? It does. So it's not too bad for now. Kind of fighting in here, it's not going too great. I probably shouldn't be trading like that right now. But it's not going all too bad either, right? Because even if it's not good trade, like I'm trading with ZDV and so on. They're not the best infantry fighters against MG3s, I can tell you that much. Not sure if this is a good call by me to move up the SAS, but I think I just felt under some pressure to do something. He bought CV a bit before me, but it's pretty even. I would definitely say he's got the advantage in the game right now, but it's still pretty minor. That would be like my rough summary. Yeah, I think I got a double stack of mortars. I had one mortar and I think it died, if I'm not wrong. I could be wrong. Oh yeah, no, it's here, it didn't die. But yeah, I got a double stack of mortars because I was like, okay, we're turning into an infantry grind. Don't really have much RD, but those 5 HE mortars are amazing. And for example, if he's just sitting up here with a bunch of stuff, like, yeah, having some mortars to show in there before you push in is necessary, honestly. Like, unless you have something else, right? Like, But yeah, they didn't really see me paying over, I don't know, helicopters and so on. And yeah, this was my idea with the SAS, so, you know, it wasn't the worst idea, basically, to keep them on the outside here and move up. Because actually, I don't know if you're aware of this, but like from, I don't know, here-ish, you actually have, and maybe especially here, I don't know, you have some okay shots at like helicopters up here. Yeah. Anyway, here comes the plane spam. I have not, I just bought my first Hawk. He gets seed, so I see the seed before he gets a Hawk, so that's pretty good. I'm in here with my FAKP, and they're doing... Oh my god, it's so close to getting that HQ7. Oh my fucking god. Wow, that's annoying. I wonder what this is going for. I have a Celtic over here also, which I think he just tried to dive and I didn't get it. Oh, I should have stopped my Hawk. Oh. But yeah, so at this point I'm like, okay, plane spam it is, right? Like, most definitely. So I'm gonna buy more Hawks quite soon, basically. Still trading over here. It's still not going too well, honestly. Like, it's going okay-ish. But it's not going great, right? Like, trading FKP for Delphin bombs is just, it's suboptimal. And I might have already lost my SF first block at this point. It's kind of annoying that you don't see... You have no way to see the air taps, right? Yeah. In replays. I might have lost my first block, like, to the MiG or something, just right now. Maybe it was, like, circling here and I just kind of got swarmed and I wasn't paying attention. Something like that happens at some point. I don't recall exactly. It's been like a week since I played the game. Because I wanted to cast it with someone, but I don't know. Guess here we am. On my own. SAS ended up dying, so that's kind of suboptimal. The FKP ended up dying, so that's kind of suboptimal. But he is low on infantry and so on here, right? Is he fire positioning? I can't imagine. I think that's what just happened. Like, the Mi-17 was barely not in range. And so he tried to fire position to, like, shoot at the max of the range to still splash me or something like that. I could be wrong though, maybe he actually was in range and just didn't hit. But then, I don't know, yeah, it didn't feel like it to me, I don't know. And yeah, this always feels so iffy because you're like basically in VTV range when you're standing here. With your AA and like, I mean normally that's bad enough, but I know against an airborne deck with the AA setup I have, right, which is 4 Critals, 3 Hawks, that's it. If I lose any AA without getting flying stuff with it, I might as well GG, like, basically. That's a mistake. I guess should move that back. Like, same, right? It's a great position to have, because you can actually get some pretty top shots on this, and, like, even from here, on, like, infantry moving down and so on to a degree, I think? Not sure. Ah, maybe here. I've never actually stood all the way here. It seems like you have a nice... Oh! I just learned something. Like, look at that. You see what I mean? You're straight on the ramp. Some stuff to try out. Because normally... What's going on with my camera? Oh, was it zooming in on a unit? Is that why it was bugging? I don't fucking know. Like, you know, it goes into photo mode. Normally I'd never go further than here. But anyway, yeah. I wanted to tick a bit because I'm behind on ticks and I'm like... What can I do, you know? Like, I don't see myself. I don't see how I can push this. I just don't. I really just don't. Maybe I'm too bad to not see how I could push this, because, you know, I don't know, it's just some smoke and some stormer running in, but... but honestly, though, like, even if I get it, you know, like, she just goes, like, right, like, let's say I get even 2 Nordons in here, full life, and I kill all this stuff for free, like, poof, it disappears, right? You just go smoke, 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 gets 2 of my 17s right here, walks, I don't know, whatever the fuck he wants in there, and it's, like, GG over. So I'm not sure if it's my second or my first block. I killed, I think, a seed with it. Then I lost it. I got 1 of his ASF, so it's not too bad, but, yeah. I mean, right now he's got 3 ASFs left. I've got 1 ASF left. So, that's kind of the issue, right? Even if, like, in points, the trade is it's good for me, even, right? Like, over 200 points for 160 points. Can't complain about that. I don't know what he just killed there, but it hurt. Yeah, so he countercaps here. Interesting that he can't sidecap there. I'm aware I'm getting infiltrated over here to a degree. He could have even been a bit harsher, but yeah, I know because I had an aim extend there and I noticed it died. And I do notice this, so I should be buying some stuff here quite soon. Maybe even these are going here. We'll see. And yeah, I'm still trying to push here, basically, like, or at least grind, right? Like, at least grind. But it just, I don't know. You know, like there's an MI-17 no hovering over here. There's gonna be 2 or 3 of those over here over time. You're gonna see. Alright, like, so, and I don't know. I try making SAS work. I mean, we'll see that and so on, right? Like working SAS to the very edge here to shoot the helicopters and so on. But they just get melted, and it's like, what can I do? You know? I guess at this very point in the game, I could have gotten like 2 Critals and driven them up here, but how can I know there's nothing in here? You know, like, it's just no fucking way. And like, you're already in range from like stuff here, basically, when you peek here, and you know, Critals, you know how much armor they have, and yeah. So try and keep the FKP alive. I hope I walk them back. Oh no, that's actually base defense I got there. Interesting. Oh, nice. Yeah, so I mortared away, but it still doesn't die. Actually, it does die to the Hawk, I think, right? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. This is what I'm talking about, right? And it's like, you know what I mean? Like, what am I meant to fucking do? Just, like, okay, I can't push here, maybe. Like, that's just the answer, but I just don't know what else I can do. Like, I can't retake this. I just literally can't. Because there's no way I get the AA coverage. Right? Like, it's not about the amount of units here. I could, like, theoretically, you could get 3 MX-10s, smokes off, or run some infantry in. Like, Factoria, you could just kill, right, with an MX-10. Like, it's not really an issue. But, yeah, it would just overwhelm me with helicopters over here, and there's... I mean, due to the limited amount of AA cards I have, but it's not even that much about that, because to counter all his air stuff, right, which is like 8 helicopters and 10 planes. Obviously, it's not 10 planes because there's a max of 9, but you get me. You need to have 3, 4, 5, 600 points of AA condensed in one spot. Because there's no point of having a Crital, having it kill 2 MI-17s and then get killed by the next 3 MI-17s. You will lose because he will buy more MI-17s than you will buy Critals, even if you have 2 cars of Critals. And most of the time you're probably going to kill 1 and die. So what you really need is like, you know, 2 Critals defending your Crital. So that when the first Crital kills the whatever, the other 2 defend it from the next helicopters rushing in. And it's impossible for me to have that here, like on this part of the map, as well as over here. Right? Like here and here, that works. Here and here, honestly, they're already kind of not working. I mean, I only have 1 Crital here, and I could kind of try and have a Hawk covering, or like a Crital kind of shifting between, but, oh yeah, and he pushes me out of there, so that's kind of bad. Yeah, I'm trying to micro hard with my Crital because he just keeps bombing and so on. But even if he doesn't kill my Crital, he just, you know, grinds me down. And again, what can I do? I just don't fucking know. Kill some plane with my plane. I don't know if my plane died. Well, actually, that was just the Hawks, right? Because I have 3 Hawks now, which, you know, should be kind of good. But got a foothold up there. Yeah, just walk this government into there. Kind of funny he didn't kill them, honestly. Like, I would have just killed them with the transports, because you do... Oh, no. Yes, you do outrange. You definitely do outrange. So, like, I'm getting some plane kills here and there, right? But, I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere. I don't know. Yeah, now the Crital died, and so that's basically this flank lost forever. I think I even retreat with a Telekonenska, because there's like just no point. Just no point. Pushing over here, the Stormer are actually doing a pretty dope job. A bit of mismicro on the SAS, but yeah, here comes the Hawk. Up. Oh, I should have kept pushing. Or do I keep pushing? Oh, right. That happened there. And you think that dies now? No? Yeah, it does. Like, in that sense, the trades are not all too bad. Oh, that was some mismicro there by me, but yeah. You can see I'm really, like, forcing the CV back in there, right? Like, even while we're still fighting, I already got the CV back in, so that now I can instantly... instantly... oh, I tried. Get it back to capping. There we go, now it's moving. Right, because... Again, I know there's, like... The best I can hope for is denying a CV of his in here, and then equalizing here and here. Maybe sniping the CV here once or twice, right? But then same goes for him here. And like, you know, even holding him out of here is gonna be hard. You can see I get in here for now. There goes my final ASF. But yeah, and so, with what I just described, so me holding this, but him equalizing here and here, right? In Golf and Foxtrot, that's an even tick. So, I really want to be ahead in points before that happens. Because I really, like, at this point already, I'm like, I don't know what else I can do, you know what I mean? Aside from maybe sneaking, but, you know, if it ever happens, well, what else I could do if he takes this and this, and I'm behind in conquest points, what I could do to have any chance of winning the game, aka start ticking again. Because I have zero hope of retaking this, like, I just don't see how it's meant to be possible. Because, yeah, there's no way I can get all my hawks over there, or if I do, then, I mean, like, he just bombs this to shit and pushes this CV out, right? And gets one himself in here, and, you know, then I get rid of, well, I gain one tick, and so, in the sense of getting rid of the CV here, but I lose two in the sense of losing the CV and him getting one in, right? So, yeah. SAS. Kill the KA, actually. So here for a little bit went well, but that's also because he pushed me out of here. He was focusing on this, and he was focusing a lot on his airplay. I'm reinforcing over there. Still don't have much over here. Maybe some stuff coming. Started buying Celtics. I think that's only still the first. Okay. Yeah, I really want to get the SAS back out alive, but they don't. That's funny. So I'm trying to buy some more infantry to keep the grind going. And yeah, right, like, why not? Just don't fucking know, man. Just don't fucking know. Oh yeah, and I think exactly. So he's like, I'm a high skill player. So I do a healer rush. No offense, Nick, but yeah, basically that's what it is, right? Yeah. Well, that's great. I'm out of AA, so the only thing I have left I can do is to buy Celtics. SCV dies, so that's amazing. I'm still ticking though, because I don't know. And my Celtic, oh my god, yeah. What? It shot the MI7. Are you retarded? I thought aggro would always make it shoot the other unit. Anyway. Trying hard to keep my MX10 alive, like hide it from the MI24K. And I mean, I get to clean this up with the Sokos, but that Sokos with the Celtics. Well, that's only worth so much in a way. And then over here, I'm under serious pressure, right? Like there's 5 squads of VDV against 2 squads of infantry, and I have a CV just in there. So this Celtic is empty. This one's not yet, so they kind of trade places now. Doesn't have any ground AA. This one does get out, I'm pretty sure. No? Pew! Oh yeah, Celtic actually got the kill. So that's my hawk. Or at least he pinged the position. But yeah, I did very good radio micro this game. Well, at least I'll claim so. Or at least by my standards, which is I don't think he'd ever shot a single shot. Which I do think is actually, yeah. That allows me to say a very good radio micro. Oh yeah, get an 200 Cobra. So like I'm able to stop his push, right? But I mean my CV still died. And also my Kratal died and I can't replace it because I'm out of Kratals, right? Also that hawk is out of fuel, which is kind of an issue. Should have sent this jam. But I'm able to hold him back here, which is worth quite a lot. Like it's just important. Obviously you can still buy CV there, but yeah. now, I think, is when I start losing some AA. Yeah. That's one hawk dead. Just one hawk, but still. I mean, I already have at least 2 Critals which died. Probably 3, because else I would have a second Crital. So basically now I'm down to... Did I lose 2 hawks? Oh yeah, and the Delphin got the other one. Oh my fucking god. It's so retarded. I mean, very well played. And yeah, so now I'm down to 1 hawk, 1 Crital, maybe a second Crital somewhere that I don't see or something, and 2 Celtics for the rest of the game, right? He doesn't know that, and I know he doesn't know that, but I know that. Yeah. So yeah, like having lost this and so on, I'm just really trying to get anything going over here. Maybe it's a mistake, I should have just camped, but I don't know, I just felt like, well, I've lost the air game like hard. If I just leave him the APM, aka the micro time, to buy helicopters and attack move with him, he's literally just gonna roll me because I can't do anything. So I really just want to force the action over here and just kind of have stuff happening, where I have my very last AA and so on. I guess I still have like 1 or 2 SAS in, and that's actually what I do now. I just like call in literally anything that shoots up. Get my last SAS. Or maybe not my last, but some more. Because you do get quite a bunch of them, I guess. And yeah, guy which was out of fuel. Somehow he got spotted. Or maybe he just repinged it. Because I hadn't moved it. I really said muffed it there. Which, oh my god, I don't know why. The mortars are doing a head of a job, but yeah, one of them on fucking elite though, and I think the other one on vetted ones too. So that's pretty good. Pretty good. But it's not enough, right? Like, that's the issue there. I mean, I'm ahead in conquest points, but there's 7 minutes left. The CV's gonna get in here, so I'm gonna even be ticking for a second, but he's bound to be buying a CV for here any time now. And I mean, he could take this and aim over here right now, and I could basically not do anything. Like the Crital would kill 1 or 2 helicopters, but the CV would die. Most likely. So yeah, I get another SAS, right? So 1 SAS, second SAS. Or like, I know, 4th and 5th rather. Yeah, I think actually that's accurate, right? It's either 4th and 5th or 5th and 6th. Because we had 1 die over here. Second, we had 1 die over here. So that's a 3rd, and I'm not sure if we had another 1 die over here. Anyway, so yeah, here is that. Although it doesn't come with everything, so actually my Crital was out of ammo. Fucking amazing, yeah. And the SAS is obviously not in range. Tries to bomb the Crital and I think gets it. Yeah, that's my mistake though. And that hurt a lot, holy fuck. He killed FKP from full HP, which was in the Jupiter still. Now luckily the airborne player forgets that helicopters are a thing and doesn't have any AA of his own. But I mean, look at this, right? My SAS don't even kill any fucking thing. They just get charged by... And they're in a forest, right? If I'm not wrong. I'm not sure. They might have been in the open, but yeah. Celtics are out of ammo. Oh, the one that doesn't die is. And so at this point I'm officially at like, well, my AA is 1 SAS. And I think and 1 Celtic. I can't buy any more Celtics, maybe I can buy 1 more SAS. Like, that's at most what I have left. So yeah, my push here dies again. Not looking good, he's taking 5 minutes left, so, I mean, that's the good news, right? 5 minutes and I'm 100 points ahead in conquest points, which is quite a lot. It's quite a lot. So yeah, let's see how this ends. He's reinforcing over here. Still not getting more CVs though. I mean, he's taking +1, but +1 isn't that much, right? And I should be able to get back into this, I feel like, you know. Like, I mean, until he gets another, you know, triple stack of MI17, then flies back in, but for that amount of time I should be able to get back in. And when you have 4 minutes left, like, and I might have even already bought a CV. No, I didn't. Okay. I did not. Oh yeah, I did. It's right here. Right, like at this point, I'm happy if I trade 200 points for like 20 ticks. Which is basically what I'm going for here, right? I'm like, kill all my shit here, I don't care. I just want to have enough survive and kind of manage that so that my CV can get back in and tick a bit. Yeah, still trying to like get something going over here. Just because, like, what else can I do, right? Like, yeah, buy Age, 1J Cobra is not gonna get me very far. Buy a Thunderbolt, not gonna get me very far. Buy a Raven, not gonna get me very far. Buy Aim Extends, not gonna get me very far. Maybe I should have gotten like 3 more mortars and just tried to. That's actually probably what I should have done. Gotten a triple stack of mortars and like blind fired this and this. Yeah, actually. But yeah, I mean that aside, he's just trying to guess where my CV is, I guess. Yeah, pretty sure that's what that was. So Gdańsk managed to hide just in time. And yeah. CV actually survives a bit, I think, if I remember. Well, not that long, I guess. But still, right, every second right now is a tick. Oh yeah, he flies. Yeah, man, well. There's a couple helicopters which flew into my base and killed my CV and Charlie. I literally just instantly buy a new one, basically, because it's a 2-pointer. So I was like debating, you definitely want to recap this, right? Because it's a 2-pointer. So basically the two options were move the CV here, or here rather, or buy a new one. Because again, like, you know, go back to what I just said earlier, what can I do? Buy a Rave, no point. Buy a Thunderbolt, no point. Buy an Aim X10, maybe somewhat of a point right now, but also not really because it just dies. Buy a CV and get some ticks. 30 seconds left. Yeah, that sounds like a good call. That sounds like a good call. Even if it dies, like, right. And yeah, so that's these are trying to sneak here to get that CV. Oh yeah, and I fast moved some transports over here. So this is where the game gets wild. Maybe I should try and zoom out. I spot the CV with my transports over there and A move on it. I do notice that instantly. I get a Kurnas, which actually I think I reroute to there. Maybe I should have gotten a Kurnas a bit earlier as ASF, but yeah, he's trying to find my base CV. The Telekunenska actually finds this, and he's not really bombing them straight away or doing anything about it. So I get the one CV and nearly get the other one. And so, yeah. It ends up in a drop. And, I don't know. You know what, I'm just gonna go through the other replays with Nick in a quick succession, because they were somewhat shorter. Just gonna, like, it's gonna be another 10 minutes of this video, not too much longer. Because I was also gonna go through them faster. So, this was right after, literally the next game. I met him again. I was playing the same deck. I don't think I changed anything in my deck yet. I think after this game I added pivots or something. And maybe even changed the Raven back for Puff. But yeah. Oh, this is game 2. Get a Celtic to defend this. There's 2 circles, I kill one. My shit dies. I'm not trying to push here this time. Yeah, my Crital here dies, all my shit here dies. And now this on its own can literally kill the entire flank. Well, that's really fun. And so my map control is basically 0, right? Maybe opening with 2 CVs was, I don't know, I don't think it was a mistake. I was just trying to play defensive and get the ticks early. Oh yeah, and then this happens. Like, this thing is on 1 HP for fucking ever, and this guy is shooting it for fucking ever. Maybe it didn't feel quite that way because of time 3. And then the Stormers shoot it for a while, and I'm really microing hard. Because killing this actually really matters, because I think you only get 2 of them. At most 3. And it adds a lot of power to the deck, right? Without that, the MI17s are a lot weaker. But it barely gets away on 1 HP. And I'm like, ugh. But yeah, my Crital's out of ammo again. It just gets rushed down. You know, like, what can I do? I can't have 3 Critals here and 3 Critals here to defend against. It was just 2 my 17 than a halt, right? So 2 Critals would actually be more points than those helicopters, but those helicopters can move around the map. 10-10. I guess 1 pivots, but yeah. So yeah, I was like, well, this isn't very fun. I don't feel like playing this right now. And well, we can stay until the moment I GG'd, but oh, did I lose my Hawk? I lost a Crital, I guess. Oh, like, yeah. I'm out of here. And then we had a beautiful game 3. After which, right, should be here. Yes, mud fight. After which, Nick the Man sent me a friend request, and which started with me asking him if he's playing the same deck, and he said no. Which I went like, so maybe it's Eastern Bloc Airborne or something. I mean, it's just such a pain, right? Like, look at my opening. I'm opening with like 2 Celtics Crital pivots. If he's playing like Red Mech, basically GG already, because like, what am I gonna do with this all game? I mean, okay, maybe not quite GG already, but kind of though, you know, like if you're playing a moto deck against a mech deck and you're spending 150 points on useless AA, yeah, I don't know. Okay, to be clear, I'm not saying I played well in any of these games, right? That's not my claim at all. 2 Celtings against 2 Circles, but there's a hot in front. Yeah. And Crital kills that. Crital gets outplayed. Should have retreated my infantry at this point. I know, I was like, ugh, I'm nearly in the town already. I just had enough at this point. I just had enough at this point. Because, I mean, all of this is about to die, right? If you hadn't, I mean, I don't know, there's still pivots, but how long is there going to be pivots for? Let's be honest. Right? And, yeah, okay. Right, how long is it going to be pivots for? This answers that fucking question. And once that pivot is gone, this on its own basically will kill everything here that's in the open. And that's that. Now, what I could have done is basically after my Crital killed his stuff and died, tried to run away with my infantry, which maybe the pivot would have stayed long enough so that the Mi-17s can't come in, and I just bunker down in this and this. And then I don't know. Somehow push the open with infantry only. That was Boulanger's advice. I try and play this, but ugh. Yeah. So yeah, that was my joyful experience playing Blue Moto against Red Airborne.